Welcome back. This is the Old Bull Young Buck podcast. I'm David Mundy.
Hi, Dave.
Hello. With me is a rather sleepy-looking Griffin Logue, fresh off the massage table. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm a bit sleepy. I've got the nice line from when we head bang straight into. Fell asleep for a bit, actually. So
Areas of concern in the massage area?
no, it's very consistent, mate. Lower back hammies and finish with the neck, please.
Yeah.
Very simple. Just like to zone out.
And clearly deep in the hole today as well.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Ivo Kapalenka. He hasn't been here for a while, but he's the one that you just can't sleep with. That big fella will just drop an elbow into you. And, not many people can handle it, but I'm one of the many few who can. You can as well. Many of the greats, actually.
I can attest that Ivo Kapalenka does have the sharpest elbows and the pointiest fingers.
Probably you do owe him a few beers for keeping you on the track for 19 years. That rhymes, unintentional. But,
Well done, mate.
But yeah, he's a good man, Ivo. A little Portuguese bloody,
isn't he?
Marvel.
Oh, he's a wonder. He's an absolute wonder. We haven't seen him for a while. He's moved away a bit, but
it's been a shout out, Ivo, if you're listening, mate.
Good on
you're a good man.
Another big news item that's dropped today is the 22 under 22, the AFLPA team. They drop every year. The 40-man squad was released today. We had quite a few
weapons,
in there.
Yeah. I reckon I must have been. In my years being 20 under 22, I must have been picked 23 every year. Just 22 under 20. I must have been the 23rd one.
Or the 41st man.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah,
I think it's like the same with all Australian squads and stuff. Always the 41st, but it's all right. A couple of weapons. So Brayshaw, Sarong, Young, Frederick,
Clark.
So good to see some backs in there. Obviously the mids get a bit of knowledge and bit of probably not knowledge, but a bit of recognition. Who cares about the mids? The backs, it's good to see them. Three of them. So real good to see. So shout out, boys. Well done.
And links are obviously everywhere. Get in, drop your team. I've done mine. I'm going to post it tonight. Funnily enough, managed to squeeze all 5 Freo guys in. There's no bias there.
Yeah. Oh, so that was just a squad, was it? Wasn't
40-man squad.
Oh,
you got to go in
so
into
now
the
we've
link.
got to go on.
Pick your team. It's fan-driven.
Yep.
Let's get all our boys in.
Yeah, no brainer. Get onto that for sure.
You going to do it tonight?
Yeah.
You better.
Yeah, I will.
Great. Last week we had Bailey Banfield on. Man can talk underwater. How'd you find that?
Yeah. He's good. Talk the leg off a chair, can't he? He's very well spoken, articulate. Clearly a nice, strong and education from Scotch College. So well done on that one. Very smart man. Could even be smarter than you.
I think he is. No, I can definitely say he is.
Right now, you're probably there. You'd be just through years and experience, but I think potentially the ceiling on the big fella,
I can tell you my ATAR or whatever you call it was not quite 99.75
What was it? Do you remember?
or whatever. It was well below that.
What was it?
It was in the 70s.
I remember. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good then.
I wasn't very academic as I was coming through high school, but that's one of the things that's really changed.
80.85 for me, mate.
Oh,
80.85.
hello.
Was on track for 90 and honestly
However, got a bit flustered in
didn't
the
do it.
exams.
Yeah, dead set.
Yeah.
My through scaling and
Sure.
50% of your grade goes towards it. My best subject ended up being my worst. My worst became my best just through a series of misfortunate events in my exams. But nonetheless,
We'll save those for another time.
I was still pretty happy. Got what I want, not what I needed, mate.
My reflection on
got
Bailey,
what I needed, not what I wanted.
My reflection on Bailey was that he was a little bit of me and a little bit of you. Liked his reading, fantasy books, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he has a filthy car.
Yeah. I guess. I guess if you want to say that, yeah.
All right, I'm really excited about this week's guest, Griff.
Caught me off guard there.
Rattled, nice.
That was funny.
Funny. Thanks, mate.
No,
you said it. It's done. It's locked in. Brett captured it.
Cut, yeah.
I'm really excited about our guest this week, in particular.
I'm going to stop you there, mate. Let me introduce the big fella. This is my role. Look, he's one of the spookiest units I've ever come across.
Easily top 2.
He's been sitting there giggling under his breath. So, why he's been selected, I can't tell you. But people have asked for him, and we've got him on. We've wanted to get him on for a long time. He's the second best Driscoll I've ever met.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Nathan, nod. Welcome, brother.
Mate. Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for Thank you for having me, mate.
Yes. How you going, mate? You all right?
I'm all right, mate. I'm going great. Don't know if the Northern education is up to Banner's standard, but
that's all right.
we're good, mate.
We're just going to get you to come a bit closer to this mic, mate.
Yeah,
we want you to just I don't want to miss anything. I don't want the fans to miss anything. But it's a good massage. You just yeah. It's good. Did you
35 minutes of giggling.
You just had a rub, mate. How'd you go?
It was great, mate. Yeah.
Are you similar to me, mate? Hammies, back and neck? Or
I'm more of like the full body sort of guy, but I'm like,
half an hour.
I don't want to say that. Like I'm sort of like, like hammies, like back maybe, but if you got time at the end, like the calves, like I'm sort of like that, if that makes sense.
But the hammies take priority is what you're telling me?
Well, I don't normally calves are like priority, but I'm not normally like the sort of guy that goes, calves, hammies, glutes, back. I'm sort of, I don't want to be like that guy. Yeah. Yeah. So like, I don't want to be rude and be like, I just want everything in 30 minutes. So I'm like, I have calves, hammies, glutes, and then if you got time, it'll be back at the end.
I'm so glad you cleared that up. But no.
You are that guy, yeah.
Cheers to that.
Oh, mate, it's rude.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming
Fair
in,
enough,
Noddy.
mate.
And particularly thank you for bringing your Manky preseason hat in with you. We're at the Marvel Stadium on the weekend against the Doggies.
Yeah,
the big
mate,
fella come
unreal.
back in and lo and behold, we get the W. Do you think you're the difference? Are you the difference?
Nah, I think every game this year I've played in, we've pretty much won except maybe the Medi sub. So, no, I think it's
Clear
pretty
recipe,
happy with
JL.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting to go in, to be honest, but it was good news at the end of the week.
First time at Marvel, mate?
No, I played against Essendon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then a couple of state games in the 18s.
Yep,
Got the win there, actually. Got the championship medal.
Look out.
Cheers.
Marvel.
Well done.
Yeah.
You missed out on your year, didn't you?
Weapon.
We've gone over this a few times.
Oh, it's terrible in my 18s.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was. Mate, I got there drafted solely on my draft combine. Well and
The
truly.
3K in particular.
And the rest. But
You're typically a bit of a nervous preparer before games. How'd you go after a number of weeks out?
Oh, no, I was pretty nervous. Very nervous. I was actually speaking to Jordan Clark, and I don't know, I just get the jitters, and probably took me a good half to get into the game. I made a few errors and gave away a couple of goals, but it wasn't too bad.
that's footy, mate.
Yeah, it is.
footy.
Exactly, yeah.
And then he torched McRae and kicked that awesome goal. And,
Yeah.
happy days.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that one. But a few boys are kicking goals as well. Lobby was lasering him in the first half. Tab started like a house on fire as well.
Just before we move on from Lom, I'm a bit flat at him, to be honest, because he's bombing those ones from the junction. 60 metres out, straight through the middle, goalpost height, happy as Larry. And then I laser him a few in the third quarter, 35 metres out directly in front.
Oh, yeah,
And he misses those ones.
kick the hard ones, not the easy ones.
So he owes me a few,
In
I
terms of
reckon.
kicking hard goals and easy goals, I reckon you're talking to the right bloke, mate,
Yeah.
because the big fella knows how to
He certainly
get him
does.
through when he's under a bit of pressure. But Dave, your last home and away game in Victoria,
Yeah, it was
was it kind of making the most of those lunches and dinners in the hotel?
The
Is that-
buffets,
is that
yeah.
You know, the stuffet, as we like to call it. Is that,
Don't overeat.
how'd you go there? Did you overeat maybe one last time?
No,
or-
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, no, it was a good experience, to be honest. I had a heap of Seymourians come down for us and, got a heap of tickets, which is very similar to this week, actually. So it was nice to get the win. Very
Yeah,
nice.
It was a good win, I thought. One of those ones that just, I just felt on top of from the start. Obviously, we knew they were a good first quarter team and, didn't let them jump the gun on us and
Absolutely.
put the foot on the throat and send them packing.
See you, mate. Another one that come out of it is the Alex Pearce was mic'd up. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I
thought
I
was
sent it
quite
to him
cool.
and, it was kind of blowing a bit of smoke up his you-know-what, but really liked it. I thought it was great. It was
Great little insight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. Like even just the pre-game stuff where it was real clear and
Yep.
a little bit on the ground was yeah, a lot of
That's the bit I like the most. to
they're
be
the
honest.
funny ones.
The
You don't even.
Yeah.
I reckon. Subconsciously we don't really know that we're doing that.
No.
We'd all do that. I mean, I'd love to hear Drizzy's
mate.
grunts and moans.
Well, I was going to
when he's-
ask, what do you reckon you'd be saying most often?
I used to get a bit of crap in basketball back in Northern. Like I used to grunt a lot when I used to go for layups and stuff. So I'd like to
What's
see
that?
on the
Give us a grunt example.
I don't know, mate.
Going for a layup.
It's just always go off and like N1 or something like that. I don't know. I'd always add in the N1 like all the time. So no, I'd hate to see what it's like on the footy field, mate.
How do you feel like your chat and talk goes on the field? Because obviously you're playing wing a lot, so you're seeing the game sometimes from
A lot
the
of it's probably
outside.
just
and-
Blake telling him where to sit. I
Yeah.
reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really, never used to say a hell of a lot. Like last year I was pretty introverted like on the field. I feel like, this year I've gone out of my shell a little bit, but yeah, it's majority of the time just Blake. Someone just telling me where to stand. Yeah.
How do you go with that relationship with Blake? Typically, he's the other winger, and
Yeah, it's great, mate. I thought he'd be on with me today.
yeah.
2 wingers, mate. But no, he's been really good for me. He's taught me a lot of positional stuff. Yeah, he's been really good.
And another one to hit the scoreboard, although there are some restrictions on this, is the big fella. Another one out the back for you.
Hesitantly as well. I hate taking those ones. Oh, seriously.
Have you kicked a goal from outside the goal square yet as a forward?
Yeah.
They're the
One
worst.
set shot against
Okay.
Brisbane, yeah.
All right. Well, that's the aim. More goals from outside the goal square.
You
as
don't
a
feel
forward.
you don't feel right taking those ones. Like,
What do you mean? You worked hard to get there.
nah, like, Sonny's put his body on the line and
Did really.
Tucker's played on, and I've just found myself out the back. Like, I just didn't really earn it.
That's half the craft of a forward, isn't it? Just
Talk
getting
about
into a spot
Drizzy's one
where
though.
you have
Like,
to-
what he's come out of the wing. He's burnt off, McRae, a seasoned veteran, and I've then burnt Sonny inside 50.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sonny didn't look happy in the
Oh,
vision.
jeez, you're lucky. I'll
did
tell you,
he?
mate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I wanted
Just
it back.
sit there.
Lucky you kicked it, because
I've
otherwise,
kicked
I
it,
reckon,
he's-
Sonny
your
would've
one,
had it.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
kicked the goal
sorry.
and he just... And then I've run past him and he gave me nothing.
Pretty flat. Yeah, he was
He was
during
real
it. He was
flat.
he had a lot of
Yeah.
space, but mate, great goal.
Cheers,
when
mate,
you
appreciate it.
back yourself in, son.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about the celebration? Because that was a bit hesitant.
Oh, it was a bit like the goal umpire sort of was a bit delayed. So I thought it went in, but I wasn't sure if it was touch on the line or not. So I went for the old pride jumper tug.
Yeah.
But then I had a double look and I've stopped and then looked back and like that again.
You did the double tag.
Double tag. Yeah, so,
That's not bad, mate.
nah, it was good.
It was very good.
And as we touched on, it was a good win for us, and put us into finals confirmed for the first time since 2015.
Correct.
So, geez, how old were you in 2015, Driz?
Would have been, what's that, 13.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty crazy.
You?
Yeah, not old. 17, 18.
Yeah.
17, 18.
And now we've got Drizzy back inside. We're going to be playing for a better position in the top 8, hopefully the top 4. So feel very confident now that we've got the big fella back in.
Yeah, you've asked for 5 more wins, and
Exactly.
there's your, there's the hidden formula, hidden gem.
Right there.
Noddy.
Don't sleep on it.
Speaking of the big fella, let's dive into you, mate.
Here we go.
Northern boy.
Yep.
So grew up for anyone that's unaware, it's hour and a half inland.
It's not too far.
Not too far. Talk about growing up there, mate.
Oh, it was all right. It's just a little country town. Everyone knows everyone. The sport there is really good. There's been a few players that have got drafted out of there.
Such as?
recently.
Name a few.
Dev Robbo, Bobby Hill, Sydney Stack. Dean Kent was around there. Zach Fisher was York. So, yeah, pretty around the area.
I thought Dean Kent was a Bakers Hill boy.
Yeah, he's Bakers Hill, Clackline. So it's like 15 minutes away. Who else? Leon Davis. Leon was from there. Robbie Hadrill. There was a few, actually. So
The drill is good.
probably a
fella.
few I'm
right.
missing, but...
Chance Bateman.
yeah.
York.
And you're on top of
Yeah.
that mountain. You're on top of that little hill, aren't you?
Oh, have to be, eh?
If you're ranking
the only
them
one
from the
playing at
Northern,
moment, I think,
yeah.
Bobby and that aren't playing anymore. Bobby obviously had testicular cancer, got that removed, but he's all good. In Sydney, Sydney's not playing at the moment, had a few off-field issues, but I think he's going all right now.
Zachy Fish still playing.
Zachy Fish, he's a very good player.
He's still going.
Really good
A
fellow.
lot of
as
left
well.
footers coming out of Northern. Jeez.
He's a really good bloke.
So what was it like growing up in Northern, coming through the football pathways up that way?
Yeah, it was good because, like I said, the competition was really good. Older teams had really good players, so like there wasn't really a standout team. And then I came down here for Perth when I was like 15, did the development stuff, and then occasionally played in Northern from that point on, but not really. Only really juniors. 13s and
Touched
stuff.
on getting a few and ones with your grunting, mate. Was it mostly basketball as well as footy up there, or a bit of cricket? Or
I played a bit of cricket and basketball, but mainly basketball and footy. Wasn't
nice.
a fan of cricket, to be honest.
And growing up, watching a lot of AFL footy, barracking for Freo.
Yeah, went for yep.
Favourite player growing up?
Fifey was, sorry.
Yeah.
Barrow, yeah. No
Damn
problem
it.
you, mate. But yeah, Fifey, loved him. Loved watching him play.
Pretty disrespectful to say that to a
Yeah.
legend.
You looked me in the eyes too.
mate.
didn't
Sitting
he?
across from you, but
Didn't really
stared me
hesitate,
down and went,
just
But then
made
again-
it straight.
but then again, mate, how many Brownlows have you won?
Oh,
So,
yeah, none. Yeah,
you know,
correct.
It's probably fair enough, but that's all right, mate. I'm sure Dave will forgive you.
So Perth Demons development programs, a little bit of Northern leading up to the draft. What was your draft year like?
It was. I can't really remember it. I remember
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
we all remember ours.
I can't really remember it because COVID and that hit, so I didn't really get to play many games, and as well as the year before. But my bottom age year, we won the championship, 18-inch championship. That was unreal to be a part of, and there were some pretty good players that have come out of that, like Luke Jackson and that, obviously. But yeah, my draft year was a bit different because I actually dislocated my shoulder and I missed half of the season.
Can I ask how you dislocated it?
Yeah, I didn't play cricket, mate.
Backyard cricket or in the nets?
Nah, so I was coming back from training one night and I got back at like 5 o'clock and the boys were like, come down to the nets for a net session, pulled in, put the pads and that on, ran into the nets and the ball's come down the leg side, I've swung at it.
Hang on, you're batting and you've pulled out your shoulder.
Yeah. So the ball's come down the leg side, I've swung that hard at it, it's pulled my arm out here and as I've come back in, it's just subluxed it in and out. And then, yeah, I've run out and like it was all tingly and I couldn't feel my arm. And I was like, boys, I've seriously done something. And I got home, Emma's saying, toughen up, there's nothing wrong with you. I was like, nah, seriously, I can't lift my arm. And then 2 months later, I'm having surgery. Yeah. So, there you go. Playing
You've got to be one of the first blokes to bat.
Yeah, bat and do their shoulder.
Up.
So, yeah, no, it was
surprised it was in one of those famous and ones. Imagine the grunt if you were mic'd up for the love to hear the swear words.
And so fast forward to draft night. I can still remember it. I'm sure you can as well. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was unreal. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting to go to Freo at all. I had a couple interviews with them, but so yeah, I didn't think I was going to come here, but lucky enough, got to have the family and that over. Got picked up here and Emma's here, so it was unreal.
And the O'Driscoll,
well, you go.
Sorry, the O'Driscoll response. What was that like?
Yeah, no, they were very happy, very happy.
Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Very happy.
Yeah. What do you mean, like my family?
Yeah.
Oh, they were definitely happy because we're both at the club, but they didn't go for Freo growing up. They went for Eagles, so it took them a little bit to transfer them over, but yeah, they're good now.
I can vividly remember a video coming out of the O'Driscoll house, and the whole place was just erupting.
Yeah,
it was going absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
That's more than a little happy.
Oh, yeah, no, I was stoked.
Ecstatic.
Yeah.
Give us euphoric.
Yeah, stoked, yeah.
Stoked too. A little bit more than happy.
Yeah.
A little bit stoked, maybe.
So still available at around pick 27, which we eventually come to Freo at. How it must feel good. Belly and David Walls are scrambling on the phone to move up the draft order to snag you.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't really expecting it, but when they started making moves and I was projected around 24, 25, and I sort of thought, they're trading up. Like, it can't really be for a Victorian player because in that year there was COVID and stuff. You don't really want to move them away from home. So, yeah, that's when I had the feeling I could be going. So, yeah, it was unreal.
Very nice. And so then you made your way into the club, and as you mentioned, you subluxed your shoulder, had surgery on that not long after. But there wasn't your only ailment coming into the club.
Yeah, I was pretty raw. To be honest, like I wasn't expecting it to be. Obviously, I was expecting it to be like a full-time job, but in a way, I wanted that enjoyment still of like playing country footy and just rolling in, and I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it. I just probably wasn't ready for the AFL lifestyle yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. Takes everyone different times. I think
honestly, it's good.
Smithy's obviously been a big part of that with you. He's gym partner.
Joel Corey, for anyone unknown of Smithy.
Joel Smithy.
Joel Smithy. Thanks, Belly. Leave that one down. Happy to bring that one back up.
He's been your gym partner for a while now, and particularly over the pre-season just gone. But what's it like having someone like that to mentor you through?
Yeah, it's really good. He's obviously really good all-time player for AFL. He played 300-something games, won a few premierships. But, no, he's just a really good guy, and he's straightforward, straight to the point, tells me what I need to work on, and, we get to it. We've had a few touch sessions out there, and he's really good.
Yeah, he doesn't waste many words, Smithy, does he?
No, he doesn't say too much. He's just really good. It's been really good for me. And
what's it like? What's it been like being at Freo, coming through your kind of development process to eventually earning your first game, along with Emma's experience and dominating for the AFLW here?
I just didn't, click at the start, and I didn't really find my place in the team. And I wasn't playing really good at Waffle, so I sort of thought, these blokes are probably like, how is this bloke on an AFL team? Like, what is he doing? Getting 9 touches at Pure Thunder. But yeah, I don't know. This year I just thought if I went away, had a really good pre-season, got after it with the boys, which I did, I could come back and then put my head forward and, yeah, that's what happened. And lucky enough, I got a couple games in the pre-season, and then just put my best foot forward and got a few games after that. But yeah, I'm happy Emma's here as well. But yeah, it's all right. I don't know. I cop it a little bit from her.
Do ya?
From the fans and from the parents and family, especially when I wasn't playing last year. Oh, who's the best O'Driscoll? Oh, Emma must be because she's playing. Yeah.
Relentless, mate. Never as good, never as bad, though. You don't want to listen to it too much. But yeah, one of the biggest ones was when your debut game when you came on and kicked that goal.
Yeah.
And obviously had your nana watching as well, which would have been a special moment for you.
Yeah, it was unreal. Nana obviously came out of hospital for that game, so it was a bit emotional, but would have been pretty bad if I hadn't have gone on and but lucky enough, this big swag went down and thought I'd go on at half time.
Lucky you went down. Go down. One of you bastards go down.
Just waiting for the tick from the physios at half time, but never came, and I was like, I'm probably not going to go on. And then 3/4 time, they were just like, nah, swag, you're just going to have to pull the pin and rip the jumper off, and on I went. I was pretty nervous. Sitting down for that long and watching the game, you sort of, I don't know. It's a bit weird to go on halfway through a game. You feel a bit flat. Your muscles aren't firing like they should be. But I was lucky to obviously get on the end of one.
How did you feel, or how did you go about that process leading into the game? Because debut game, but Medi sub, so no guarantee. Like, how was that?
Yeah, I spoke to a few players that have already been Medi sub, like Connor Blakely and guys like that. But you just got to prepare like you're playing in the actual game. Like, it's very hard. The initial warm up and that was fine, and out on the ground was fine. But once you go into like the dugout, it's very hard. You're just watching.
Yeah, but it can't be too hard, mate. Because as you said, he came on and got on the end of one, and that just started a string of these outrageous. Outrageous goals that I don't reckon you've ever seen yourself do before.
I've never kicked a goal in my life.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Like, what's going on?
How many have there been of the, like, boundary side?
3, I reckon.
3, about 3.
Saints game,
4.
Geelong game was phenomenal, and then one set shot where I reckon he asked Barra for permission to kick it.
I did, yeah. I was because the week before, actually, Jay was bringing it up in the meeting, and he said, you've got to look inside against the Geelong game, and he said, you did kick it.
You did kick it, though, didn't you?
Did kick it, so...
Were you looking inside for that one, or are you going for goal?
No, mate, I was going straight for goal. Straight for goal. Didn't even look.
Have any of them travelled as a genuine drop punt?
The set shot did.
The set shot was drop punt. The Geelong one was a drop punt, but...
More of a backwards pigtail, or
attempted drop punt.
Attempted drop punt, but I don't know. I've just been getting lucky. I think it suits my kicking style, that pocket.
Well, it keeps happening, mate. So is it luck?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Mate, if you can do it and you can do it under pressure, it's a proven skill.
Yeah,
so,
how many of those have been goal of the year noms, by the way?
I've had 3 goal of the year noms. I won 1.
Goal of the week noms.
Goal of the week. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So you've penciled yourself in for goal of the year. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, no chance.
Not yet.
No.
Which one was the goal of the week?
Would have been the
Got
Geelong
the
one.
North Melbourne one before I got injured.
Yeah.
Yep.
Set shot.
Yeah, set shot.
Yeah. He asked you permission to kick it.
Yeah.
So I think you get some form of praise.
What is the award for goal of the year now?
I heard it's a bit of money.
Whoa.
So you don't get a car anymore. But I think I need a new car, so I'm a bit flat about that.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll get to
I
that.
thought mark of the year was the car.
Actually, yeah.
I never thought goal of the year you got really. I didn't even.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I
I've
don't
never
know.
been close to either.
Neither,
so,
mate. You're just talking to the wrong bloke. I mean, we're sitting in royalty here for goal of the
Yeah,
year
I know.
nomination, so
I've
he's
kicked a
got
nice
it.
set shot from 30 metres out on a slight angle, but
But after the siren, legend alert.
and you've recently signed an extension
Yep.
to remain in purple for a long time.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Oh, it's unreal. I love the club. I love being in Perth. So, yeah, family and friends are great. So, yeah, honestly, didn't take a backward step on it. It was straight away. I just wanted to sign, get it over and done with, and continue on with the year.
How do you feel? We've talked about this with, might have been Blake, not sure, but the warm-up to games, they'd run through the numbers. Number 3, Caleb Sarong. Number 4, Sean Darcy.
Yeah.
Get down to Nathan O'Driscoll. How do you feel that response is that building?
Far out. I feel like on debut it was. I had a listen. I wanted to hear what I did, but I don't know.
All
I
of
feel like
Northern's
it's just
there.
been going down, mate. Once I get up above like 20, there's just silence.
There's always a big one for Freddie. There's always a big one for Freddie.
Freddie, they do
he's a
love
favourite,
Freddie.
yeah.
So
He's a fan
they
favourite.
do love Freddie.
Oh, we'll throw it out there this week. We'll see what kind of response
Yeah,
we can
get
get
them
for
up
the
and
Drizz.
At
Yeah.
least they're awake and ready for yours, mate. I'm first off the rank.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Unless Sturdy's playing.
Yeah, no one's
I'm
really
first
paying
off the rank.
attention.
No one really like.
Nah.
I hear a bit of a cheer, and I look up the screen and see my mug and go, "Oh, cheers, lads!" Like,
Oh, so you don't think they're ready for yours? So
no
they need a bit
way.
more of a.
No way.
Everybody just prepare yourselves. They're about
Because
to
they
announce
hear
Griffin Logue.
mine, and then they go, "Oh, hang on, we're listing now." And then he say Caleb's from. They go nuts. Big swaggy pops up on the screen. Hello.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just put it out there. We know Drizz is a nervous preparer before games. A nice crowd response to Nathan O'Driscoll in the announcements would be lovely.
If you want to see a goal from
about.
the pocket, then get off your seat, and he'll put bums on seats.
Now, we've mentioned you are the brother of Emma O'Driscoll, and arguably you're the second best O'Driscoll football player currently plying their trade in the professional leagues.
There is one key thing that does separate them, and that's the celebration
Oh, all time.
to backflip.
Yeah.
Can you backflip, mate?
No chance, mate.
Never
The
tried.
boys have,
What do you mean? You've got the jumper pull.
yeah,
She's
I've got the jumper
backflip.
pull. Don't know. I've got the crowd hype. That one, the windmills. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really have a backflip yet. Might have to go practice it.
She does that after AFLW wins. Because I could fully get around lining up like they do.
Yeah, yeah.
And big Nathan O'Driscoll comes running in.
Nice claps going.
Phenomenal, mate.
I'd get right around that.
It'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, no.
And clearly she runs their podcast, the AFL Women's Podcast.
Kicking back.
Yep, kicking back. You're obviously a massive fan of Old Bull Young Buck, but if you had to rank them, if you had to say which one you like the most,
Oh, definitely this one, mate.
yeah, nice.
100%. Yeah.
Sorry, Emma.
Yeah.
You got the backflip up on
You
us.
can't have it. Cannot have it.
That's
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
There might be a nice little collab coming up in the future, so keep your ears out. I don't want to give anything away, but
Did you see that? He just stared at the camera and was giving it the worst wink I've ever seen. And looked at me going, "You like that one? You like that one?"
as long as he didn't grunt when he did it.
You're a sicko. Don't ever wink at me again, Nathan O'Driscoll.
I feel
You
gross.
freak. Oh, I gotta go have a shower and rinse off. Oh, spooky.
Ah, good. All right, we're going to launch into my bit here, Drizz. We're going to go into quick hands. I'm going to throw you some questions. I want your immediate response. No filter.
All right.
And Griff will cycle back, I reckon, at some point. When's the last time you called your mum?
Yesterday.
Last meal on earth, what would it be?
Steak.
Tomato sauce, fridge or pantry?
Pantry.
Pre-game routine?
Don't really have one.
Coffee of choice?
Don't like coffee.
Ordering a steak, your last meal on earth, how's it cooked?
Medium rare.
Player from another club you like to watch?
Bontempelli.
JL's favourite saying?
Don't know, to be honest.
Give us something.
Yeah, no, I got nothing, mate. I don't know. He doesn't really have a saying.
Best tasting music at the club?
Don't know. Carl Warner's got a good taste.
Dream job outside of footy?
Well, I'm doing PE teaching at uni, so
How much do you bench?
like 80.
Best exercise in the gym?
Don't mind the
Bench.
chin-ups because chin-ups work everything. So
Right.
I hate them, but you got to love them because they work everything.
Your first car?
Holden Commodore.
Most used emoji?
Probably like thumbs up.
And your first impression of Griff and I?
Griff was like the intimidating one. You're just like the chill out sort of dude in the background. I don't know, do your own thing.
Nice. I'll take that.
Do your own thing, see? Selfish. At least I'm intimidating.
Intimidating.
At least I'm
I don't know
intimidating.
where that's come from.
It came from a good place, though, didn't it, Triz?
Oh, it did, mate.
Yeah.
Story?
So there you go.
Is that story time or not?
Oh, no. I liked you said the chins, so you like them because they work every part of your body.
Yeah,
But the chin-ups, and they just use your arms, then you just
No,
use your upper
mate,
body.
core as well.
A core as well.
Yeah,
oh,
big
jeez,
core in
he's
there.
got me
He
covered
kicks his
there.
legs as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep my legs on the ground.
You get the kick to get a few up.
Get it with
So
everything.
you like a steak, do you?
I love it, mate. Steak, garlic
What
sauce. on the top.
kind of cut we getting? A big Scotch fillet
Yeah,
rump
Scotch.
or
You got to go Scotch.
off the bone or
Oh.
eye fillet?
Off the bone, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bit dirty and
Off
pick
the bone.
it up
bit
and
of garlic
gnaw
sauce,
it a
bit
bit.
of chips, salad.
Garlic. Don't worry about the
Unreal,
pong and the
mate.
breath or
Nah, don't worry about that. Something chewy.
smart. See, you got an answer for everything, don't you?
Figured it out.
So we did touch on when I introduced you, you're one of the weirdest units at the club.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you could own that. There's nothing,
Oh,
there's nothing wrong with
yeah.
that.
Nah, I own it.
I think one thing that confirmed that was you rocking up last year, and I'm all for different looks, and
Oh,
and he's rocked in with a mullet that's been permed. I don't think that goes unnoticed. It should be brought up.
Yeah.
Just what compelled you to get that done? Because I'm pretty sure the story goes, "Hi, can I get a mullet?" She goes, "Yep, no worries." Sits down, and then she just apparently this hairdresser offered, "Do you want me to perm it for you?" Yeah. All the boys are perming it these days.
Wow.
That's exactly what she said, mate. So I've gone in there, wanted a mullet. I said, "Can I get a mullet?" And she's like, "Oh, would you like it curled?" Because all the boys seem to be curling their mullets these days. And so I flicked the boys a message on the group chat, and I was like, "Oh, what do you reckon, lads? Should I do it? Dare me to do it?" And they were like, "Yeah, do it." Like, I've rocked up with half a head, so I've done the back as a perm, left the front straight, so it just looked real odd. So I had to go back like 2 weeks later and get the whole lot done.
That bit looked odd, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
the unpermed bit.
yeah,
Maybe
I didn't
that's the bit I
commit to the
remember.
full head, which I should have definitely committed. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a phase.
And so you've
Real
gone back.
bad phase.
You've gone back in and got the full perm.
Yeah, I got the full
And
perm.
you've looked yourself in the mirror and liked it.
No, mate. I looked in the mirror and I just went, "What have I done?" And I didn't want to shave my head because I shaved it in year 6, and I've just got a head that's just poking out everywhere. So I didn't know what to do. I was in shambles. So.
Year 6 was a good year for you though, because it's probably the first time that you started wearing jocks. Is that true? You used to free ball it up until then.
I've had like 3 people ring me today and spoke about this. Like, where has this come from?
Commando Driscoll, is that true?
It's not true, mate. I don't know where this has come from.
Well, what it doesn't just come out of nothing, mate.
I free ball like going to bed, but like doesn't everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
So you'd still wear jocks?
No. Like, what do you mean? I'm confused as now. Mate.
You know, go to school and stuff. Would you
I wear jocks. I wear jocks at school. Yeah.
I swear. I swear I wear jocks.
Not sure.
Well, like, I'm so confused because I had my missus call me earlier and bring this up. And I've had like a couple of people say, like, "Do you not wear jocks to school when you're at St. John's or something?" I don't know where this has come from.
Oh, well, neither do I, mate. So
It's very odd.
it's terrible.
Clearly true.
A lot of boys have been playing a bit of golf as well in recent years, and it's been a key theme around the club of boys. You know, a bit of off-field. You started golf for a bit and whacked the ball
mate.
through a back window, and that
Oh,
was that. the end of it?
yeah. When I was because we live right near the golf course, so I had a golf set, and I've gone up on, like, there was a house getting built above us, but it was like higher.
Left-handed swing.
Left-handed swing.
Oh,
So I've
yeah.
gone up there with a driver, and I've sort of thought to myself, "Oh, like, I could easily hit this over the roof and like smack it." I don't know where I was aiming it, probably to the next house, but I've hit it, and yeah, it's just gone straight to the window. And Dad was watching telly, and he just run out, like screaming with like the bat, and he's like chasing me around the house, like trying to belt me. And he's like, "You're an even idiot! Like, this is $500." Yeah. And I'm just like this, little 9-10-year-old, just having a bit of fun, playing a bit of backyard golf. But yeah, no, it wasn't a smart idea.
And so that's it. No more golf.
No more
in the
golf.
future.
Mate, no more golf. Nah, I go to the driving range every now and then, but I couldn't commit to 9 or 18 holes. It's too frustrating.
Too frustrating. Too long.
Yeah, too long. No, too boring.
And growing up, we've gone through a bit of your story growing up in Northern, but your family fridge had an unusual accessory attached to it. What was that?
I don't know.
Mum had to put a lock on the fridge.
Oh, yes. When I was a little fella, I don't know if you've seen me as a little fella, but I was real big, like a real big boy.
How old are we talking?
Michelin man big or
Michelin big, yeah. I was massive.
How young? Like 2 years old? Like,
No, I probably kept my fatness till I was like 10 or 11. Like when I hit puberty, I sort of just grew.
started wearing
grew out
jocks
of
and
it.
started
Started wearing jocks. Just
Grew up
off I
instead of
went,
out.
yeah. But Mum had to put a lock on the fridge when I was about, I reckon, 5 or 6, because I used to sneak out, go to the fridge, get like the olives and stuff that were on the bottom shelf, and I used to just munch
Smash
on them
olives.
all night. So
Sneak out at night time.
yeah, I used to
Midnight
sneak out at
snacks.
night out of
Yeah.
the cot and go down there and get into the cheese and stuff in the fridge.
cheese and olives.
So Mum just
Go to the smorgasbord a bit.
Make things up
Bit of
with
a
cheese platter.
gourmet smorgasbord up in Northern when you're 5 years old. You're a freak, mate.
And so when did that stop? Like, at what point does your mum go, all right, you're body mass index is right now?
Oh, well, our house is pretty small. So, like, mum and dad's bedroom is, like, pretty, like, right next to the fridge, like, on the back of the fridge. So I think she just started hearing the fridge open at night and, like, what is going on here? So I think she just gave up and put a lock on it. So.
Yeah, sorry, but so lock goes on.
Yeah.
You start growing up instead of out.
Yeah.
Stretch out a little bit.
Yeah.
At what point does the lock come off the fridge?
Don't know, mate. I reckon when I was a bit older, it came off. I knew my boundaries.
Your mum doesn't hear the rattle every night.
Every night.
Near the limits.
The olives are still in the fridge.
You love your olives. It's good, mate. And you did have a bit of, you touched on it before off air, but you got to miss school a few times a week back when you were growing up with the speech therapy. Talk us through the list.
Like I've still got a little bit. To be honest, it was pretty like embarrassing being at school around people with it. Like, I was embarrassed by it. I couldn't talk at all. Well, I could, but I just didn't want to talk.
Maybe you just had an olive just stuck in the cheek.
Yeah. I don't know. It was, I used to miss out on a few classes and go up the hospital, and they had like a little speech therapy class there, and I hated it. I really did. But yeah, I got a sticker at the end, like smelly ones. And I was pretty happy with it. So.
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. I don't know. Yeah, it was.
Part of growing up, mate. It's
it is, yeah.
You're talking very well now, mate, and so that's obviously a good
Very
positive.
well spoken, mate.
And obviously came in handy, particularly when you moved into Preston Point Palace with a few of the boys. We've had a couple of the residents.
I moved in there, mate, to be honest.
Well, we've had a few of the residents in there on the show already, and one of the stories coming out is that you used to ask permission to go see your missus.
Yeah, go see me missus. Yeah, well, I didn't really stay there, to be honest.
So why'd you ask permission?
Oh, because I wasn't sure. Well, it was my first week at the club, so I wasn't sure if I should be staying with the boys or not, or going to send the missus.
So honest, mate. Love
the days long. Yeah. Another one of my favourite Nathan O'Driscoll Fremantle moments in particular is the story around your first crossy. Do you want to tell the fans and the listeners about that? Surely you remember it.
I remember it, nah.
You and I think it was you and Walks outside on the Astro. Misread your program.
Misread the program.
Has that jogged your memory?
Nah.
So the story goes, have you heard this?
Didn't you just do like 6 sets of 8, or was meant to be 1 set of 6 and just...
So it's like a half an hour crossy. And
Actually,
in that crossy is broken down into 1 minute
sections.
effort, 30 seconds
We've done we did everything like 6 times over. So
it's meant to be done once,
Yeah, so it's meant to be done like, well, not once, like some of them are like 2 times 6 or whatever. We did like all of that 6 times. Yeah. So it's only meant to be done once.
So it's a half-hour crossy.
rotation.
It's a half-hour crossy.
crossy.
And how long did it take you?
Probably took us like the whole training session. So
Was
like
it
we
2 hours?
started going at 9, probably finished at like 11.
And the end result?
Oh, mate, I didn't want to do a crossy ever again.
End result being both of you spewing your absolute guts up on the Astro.
Yeah, we ran over to behind the light post over there and just yacked everywhere.
Lesson learned. Read your crossy.
So
right.
good. And I reckon there would have been something that you would have yacked up. Would it have been a big strawberry, Big M? A strawberry...
Probably, mate. I do love my strawberry
It's
milk.
one of my best stories, like one of the old-timers. We're in the hub in Melbourne. You've got your permed mullet.
Yeah.
Like, you've come over
Gone over to Woolies.
Gone over to Woolies by himself, come back with a chiller bag with a big 2-litre carton of strawberry milk. Not just pouring it into a glass and putting it in the fridge like anyone else would if you're going to do that. Just guzzling it straight out of the carton.
Yeah, mate.
When asked upon, mate, why are you getting that? He goes, well, if I get a small one, I'm just going to have to go back there, aren't I?
Well, it's true. Well,
It's smart. It's value for money, mate. You're all about the bargain. So
exactly, mate. So grabbed the milk, went up to the room, and just finished it.
I reckon it's around the same time when you'd be given if you're sore and be given an anti-inflammatory. And the idea of you have. Maybe if you're sore and you've got some form of problem in your joints or your muscles or whatever, you can have one a day with food. So you've got a packet of 10 of them.
I had
strictly been told, mate, eat one a day.
Eat one a day
with food.
Yeah.
Or it'll curl your guts up.
Well, I remember I got a 5-pack or something like that from Jono, and I can't remember what he said. Like, I obviously didn't hear it properly. So I've gone home and I've smacked out all 5 of them, and I've had the worst gut ache for like a month, and I've still got it every now and then. Like
got
it's
holes
had,
in your
it's
guts,
had
that's why.
effects on me, mate.
Because
Yeah.
you've got ulcers in your stomach.
I've got stomach ulcers from the anti.
And that's not the doctor's fault. That's you.
It's my fault. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the reason you're probably not still affected is because you would have done it on a full stomach of strawberry milk. So I reckon you're pretty lucky.
Dodged a bullet.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a good time.
You're a funny man, mate.
Also, speaking of Nathan O'Driscoll, drinking from large vessels, when you go to a cafe and there's a communal water in glasses, what's your go-to?
Oh, here we go. Normally, grab the glass, fill it up.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens sometimes?
I don't know. I can't actually remember fully what happened, but I remember I drank from. I don't know what I did. It reminded me.
So they got the big jugs of water at almost every cafe that you.
Yeah, sometimes you get nice like big metal ones.
Yeah.
And they've got chilled water in them.
Yeah, sometimes they're in a little
Similar to
fridge.
that, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes they're on the table. But the idea is you go grab one, couple of glasses while you're waiting for your coffee, have a drink. Big Drizz has grabbed the vessel,
Is this
2 litre.
Is this an establishment like a
During COVID time
That's
at
right,
a
I remember
cafe.
now.
at a cafe?
Yeah. So it was like a beer glass that had been filled up with water.
Big Stein.
And I just assumed, like it was like a Corona, for example. I just assumed you grabbed it and drank it from that.
But it was big.
No, it wasn't. It was like a normal, like beer, I don't know how to explain. It was like
Big
a beer
King
glass.
Brown.
So I've just grabbed it and I've just sitting at the table like this. And Bob Murphy was like across from me, like, mate, you are one weird unit. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean, man? I'm drinking water.
What do you mean, mate? You're weird. I'm drinking water. What are you doing?
Drinking water. What are you doing? And he's just gone,
Stop watching me
"Here's a
drink
cup."
water. Oh, jeez. That's yeah. I think you got something to learn. If Bob Murphy's calling you weird, mate, I reckon you could be in a bit of strife. Sorry, Bob. Yeah. Anyway, well, it's Derby time anyway, isn't it? This Saturday.
The RAC Derby, yeah. can't
RAC
wait.
Derby's back. Derby number 55. Like that one, Driz? 55.
Last home and away game.
Correct.
Barra's last Derby.
Yep. Last Derby, last scheduled home game.
Yep.
For me.
Home and away season, home game at the Craypot, Optus. How you feeling going into your last Derby, mate? You would have had a fair few good memories going from derbies and stuff, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think I've played in 31 of them now.
that right?
Yeah, so quite a few.
There's been 55 and you've played in over half of them.
Yep, correct. Yeah. I've been around for a while, mate. Yeah, no.
31.
Yeah.
Trish hasn't even played 31 games.
I know.
You've played 31 derbies.
Yeah. He'll get there one day.
Oh,
He'll be up
100%.
there,
Yeah,
so.
it's a ripping stat. I mean,
Yeah,
I've played 60 games and you've played half of them have been derbies. Like if that makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy. You're so old. Hang 'em up, mate. Wrap it up.
I
son.
am,
Wrap
mate.
it up, would you? No. It must be a bit of a different feeling. I mean, derbies are a massive game and have been obviously ups and downs through years of domination and then the opposite of domination, demolition, I guess. How have you found them? Have you got a winning ledger? Across the 30?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I know that at one point, so Eagles recently went on an 11 straight run.
Yeah.
But the one that started that 11 straight run, their first win in that set, was the Derby. If we had won it, would have evened the ledger.
Oh,
So I can remember, because obviously through the 12 to 15 period, we had quite a lot of success. And even before that, even when the Eagles were really good in the mid-2000s, we had quite a good period of success in the derbies. So I can remember leading up to that one going, we're getting close, the ledger's getting even, how good's this? And then they just blow it out by 11 and we've got a bit of catching up to do again. So I'll leave that
Strap
into
up
your
the
guys'
shoulders.
hands.
We'll strap up the
thank you.
shoulders and get it done for Barra. But
Yeah.
yeah, mate. Well, you must be excited going into your. Is it your first derby then?
Second.
Second.
Played
Yeah.
the first one this year.
Yeah,
your
very
last,
excited.
yeah.
Very excited. Can't wait for the Drizz to kick another snag from his pocket, rename that pocket the O'Driscoll stand, and win the Glendinning Allen medal.
Oh yeah. What are your predictions, Drizz, for that?
Andy.
Yep.
Andy will win it. Yeah. They love midfielders, so.
But you're a midfielder.
You're a
Nah,
midfielder.
mate. Nah, I'm not winning on the wing.
Paul Hazelby many years ago in his media gig came up with a pretty good theory that the best midfielders in derbies typically cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Except for because he was on 4 of them, so he
you're
knows what he's talking about.
So you're saying just a mid-tier midfielder.
Or a forward who might kick a few goals.
the shooter last year, bobbed up, and this year.
JK's won a few of them. Luckily, he's
Yeah.
not playing again.
Yeah, geez, shout, well done, JK. That is an incredible career. I think I might even take a little bit of a segment here just to say what a competitor, a beast, honest, up there with yourself in terms of what you've done for the game, the two of yous. Phenomenal. And I'd love to play against the big fella one last time.
Would you really?
Probably not.
No.
After what he dished up, and kicked
week.
out, I've had enough kicked on me from him. But mate, he's one of the to be able to do what he's done and had a lick of the ice cream. He's 2-time Coleman medalist. Plenty of All Australians. Obviously, as I said, had a premiership as well. Well done, JK. I mean, I don't even hold. We don't right now. Driz and I don't really hold a candle to you two boys. So awesome to be a part of it. And thanks for what you've done.
JK has been an absolute champion. Just really quickly before we move on, when he announced his retirement and that Adelaide was going to be his final game, the game on the weekend for them, how relieved were you that he didn't push it one more?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really bother me because I'm a forward now. Mate, but any, just like him he's just someone who's he's bobbed up and kicked a lot of goals before.
Yes.
And I think it was my first year that really taught me what AFL footy's like, where it was my fourth game and he's come out and kicked 6 and I was on him and I didn't want to be there. I think that was nearly a turning point for me to hang him up myself. But very well done. And just on your Derby record, Barrow, you've played 30, not 31. So this will be number 31.
Sorry, mate.
16 wins, 14 losses. You've done it. You've got a winning legend. So it doesn't win, lose or draw. It doesn't matter, guys. So
put that on my gravestone.
It should be. That's awesome. So we're tossing that up. But thanks for giving me that stat there, Brett.
And we got another really quick shout out before we wrap Driz up. Joel and his partner Lily welcomed their little boy Henry into the world in the last few days, and everyone's happy and safe and healthy.
That is awesome,
and so congratulations, Joel and Lily, another Fremantle member.
For our family.
One into the family.
Yep.
And I hope Lily, you're going really well and you're resting up at home. So
we love a baby.
All right. Well, thank you, Driz, for coming on. Old Bull Young Buck, your favourite podcast. You've been a great guest. I think you've lived up to our expectations, certainly. So
you're a good man, Driz, and thanks for doing this.
Yeah, great
fun. No dramas, boys.
Yeah.
No,
thank you very much, Driz. Good.
And thanks again to everyone else. Sign in this week on Saturday for the Derby, and cheers, like and subscribe.
Cheers.